at the door. See what I do. Yeah, I'm back. I'm ready. If I don't get to go, let me turn off the music before I get copyright problems. Yeah, let me turn that off because the next thing you'll hear, I'm in violation of the copyright business and so forth. So join me in Marilyn. I want you to see the beautiful lady. I love Marilyn Monroe. Yes, I do. She's beautiful. I don't think I need this mic. Then again, I could just use it for, you know. So how's your Tuesday going? I gotta apply lip gloss, you know that already. So I wanted to come live because I wanted to talk about things intelligently, you know, based on what is going on in the news. So I got some tidbits of some little bits of what's going on with this the governmental meeting. You all had some meeting in Jamaica. You know, I'm not from Jamaica, so I'm just getting it as I hear it, right? And there was a member of parliament. I forgot his name. You know, perhaps you guys can help me. And he, you know, brought to light that there's this new program. It's a visa program, right? Which allows residents of XYZ countries to be able to travel out of Jamaica, you know, to wherever they want to go. I think that's what it was, right? Okay. Now, okay, based on the peoples of Jamaica, who I love, you know, I love my Jamaican people. That sounds wonderful. Everybody gets visas, everybody's given visas, and they can go about their merry way. Really? Okay. Now, you know, based on how you look on Jamaica, you know, with their politics, I'm not Jamaican. I'm just going over stuff. Me and Marilyn. Okay. So you know, propose this thing and you get everybody excited and you get everybody jumping up and down because now you've already put in these people's brains, and you know how Jamaicans are very naive and they like to bandwagon a lot about stuff. That I forgot the MP's name, but you guys know who the MP is because I'm quite sure you heard what he said in his speech introducing this new visa thing where XYZ countries, I don't know if Jamaica is included, will get a visa or can apply for a visa and they can go wherever. Okay. In 2022, I don't think anybody will be looking at Jamaica as one of the countries who's going to get this pass. You see, behavior, it's warranted. Good behavior. Now, what I've realized in life is this. Sometimes when you think all is, there's no hope, and you start to go elsewhere because you feel there's no hope and there's no relief, but then you get to in the end, you get to see something which brings you hope. But then you got to say, oh my Lord, but I got this record, I got this, I got all of these criminality things going on. And if they do a background, check on me, I'm done for. Meaning, you won't be able to utilize this program because of what you've done in life. Even though you've reformed, but you're X'd out because of your behavior. Now, based on the behaviors of the people in Jamaica, I'm just trying to be intelligent. I don't think Jamaica would be looked at as one of the countries where their people would get this opportunity. I'm sorry. And that's why Jamaicans have to be smart in this time, especially when it comes to politics. Because here we go again with the nonsense. And then you guys drink up this information and say, yes, yes, but you don't know that you're being tricked. Again, with this information, you're being tricked. Because I bet you with this information, they got that Jamaica is exempt. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. But you don't know that. Because why? It's politics. It's POLITRICKS time for votes. It is. It's POLITRICKS. Because these MPs full and well know that half of the Jamaican citizens don't have clean records. I don't know. I'm not Jamaican. My parents' friend is Jamaican. I was born in England. And if you're going to do a background check on all of these people who are applying for these visas, because now you can go all over the world and do what you think, I bet you Jamaica is exempt. I bet you. But they're keeping that from you guys. Because why? They want the vote. Always be aware of this thing. They want the vote. And you're going to remember what this person said. And you're going to want them in office because of the hope. Don't be foolish, people. Please get to recognize POLITRICKS. It's just to get the vote. It's just to get the vote. That's it. Just to get the vote. And when they get your vote, that's it. It's over with. We've seen it so many times. And I'm here to open up you guys' eyes. Think about it. The way Jamaica is right now, who are they going to give visas to in Jamaica, the people them, when there is so much corruption and murdering and all kinds of things going on in Jamaica? The elderly? That's who's going to get the visas? The elderly? Or is it the young children? Or college people? Or is it working class, regular people? So if that happens, you know how much people are going to run from Jamaica? If that was a reality, you know how much people would leave Jamaica and leave the Chinese them there? No, sir. It's POLITRICKS. Don't believe the hype when it comes to these politicians. I have already seen it where they promise X, Y, and Z. They tell you all kinds of wonderful things, and then you put them back into office and they disappoint again. And then you say, what happened to the What happened to the visa program? You say you was going to initiate, and you say you're going to do this, and you say you're going to do that, and you start that, and that, this. Then you hear, well, Jamaica is not included in that. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just using common sense because I live in the US of A and I can see a politrick as quick as we can see it because they know that not all, some of the Jamaican people, they love promises and they like freeness. Don't forget. And the politicians, the MPs know that some of the Jamaicans in Jamaica, as soon as they hear freeness, they get excited. Because we know they don't like to pay their bills, including tickets. So, all you taxmen, cab drivers, are you going to be eligible for one of these visas when it's, put in effect if Jamaica is one of the countries who's included in this visa thing? Y'all better be on your best behaviors. So I'm just bringing this out because I just heard I heard it. I didn't watch it. I'm not in parliament. You guys know your government. I heard a tidbit of what's going on and I'm elaborating on it with my own good God-given brain to say, based on the behavior of the Jamaican people, don't let these politicians trick you. Don't let them trick you guys. Because if you in Jamaica feel like you guys are qualified for these visas to go all over the world and do whatever, it's not going to happen. Because Jamaica might be exempt. And you guys don't even know that Jamaica is exempt, but you go and listen to the politics of these people, vote them back into office, and then a couple months later, you ask them about the program, the visa thing, and then tell say their memory come back, and Jamaica is exempt. They're not in the program because we know why. Don't let them trick you. Don't vote these people back into office because they know politics is what you call it. Election is coming up, and this is how they get your votes by tricking you again in thinking y'all gonna get some visas to go wherever, and you're not because you don't know if Jamaica is included in that. You don't know. So you need to find out before you go vote and elect people. Inquiring minds want to know. That's how I do my mixiness in politics. Oh yeah, it doesn't just have to be about, people and other women. You could be mixy in politics too. Because the black people, the Jamaican people need to know if, Jamaica is in this program. Because they would trick on to say, yeah, and I don't know. I just heard a little bit of what's going on in UNO assembly meeting. I didn't see it, but I heard a part of this visa thing. I said, here they go again with the trickery. So, guys in Jamaica, you got to stop letting these people trick you into believing them and what they're saying because they have all the information. So your thing is you need to seek out, is Jamaica a part of this program, right? Are they included in this? Are we the Jamaican people? Are we eligible? And then, of course, you're going to find out all of the pros and cons of this visa thing. right, of this visa thing. And that's why sometimes this is where the faith, comes in, where again, your faith keeps you strong. And if an opportunity comes up now where you can get to travel and go where you need to go and do what you need to do and this, that, and the other, is it clouded now because of your bad behavior? That's documented. Because now, if you have bad behavior and it's documented, there's no visa for you, right? Okay. Simple. They're not just going to give them away, to everybody. No other country out there wants an element of people coming into their country and creating havoc. They're not going to accept it. And once they get to hear of XYZ people, they're going to be like, we don't want them here. So that's why when it comes to the POLITRICKS, Jamaican people, you find out first if Jamaica is included as one of the countries in the West Indies or wherever that's eligible to participate in this program whenever it becomes to light. I'm just giving you a little bit of information. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I need someone to correct me. I need someone to let me know who was the member of parliament who said this. And if you have heard it with your own two ears, and if you hear anything that I'm saying that might be wrong, please do not be afraid to correct me, because I need to know the right information as well. But I just got that little, tidbit. Moving right along. I used to hear my mother, who's Jamaican. Well, not used to, even now she talks about it. My mother always says that her Jamaican people, she said, my Jamaican people, I never see a set of people who love Obeah so much. I said, Mommy, what's Obeah? Lord, it's like witchcraft. Like you go to somebody and them do something for you to whatever to the next person who you might know. I said, what? I said, you believe in that? Don't tell me about that. Me, I tell you, say that's what it is in Jamaica. Everybody in Jamaica deal with Obeah. I said, everybody, Mommy, please. This is me as a little girl. All through my little girlness, all through my teenage yearness, all through my young womanness, all through my baby bearingness, all through everything up to this point, my mother continues to say, it, my Jamaican people love Obeah. And I never used to believe her. I never ever used to believe her until I go on social media. I never believed her. I used to think she was just talking. All she talk about is how Jamaican people believe in Obeah too much. Her Jamaican people, she said, because I'm not Jamaican. All my mother says is her Jamaican people believe in Obeah too much, and this, that, and it's going to be the death of them, and it's going to destroy them, and this, that, like, that's all my mother says. Through my whole life of, being who I am, that's the thing I remember most, that my mother always keep talking about. So now that I'm older, I get to see that she's not lying. She's telling the truth. And you get to see it on social media, right before your eyes. When them come on social media, the amount of people say, me need that man number for give him a call. The amount of people, and who are they? Jamaicans. England too. But they're mostly Jamaicans. They're mostly Jamaicans that believe in Obeah. Now, yeah, I know y'all don't like to hear that, but when you make the phone call real quick to call the Obeah man. Oh yeah, this is what you guys do. Even on social media. The amount of people that dibble dabble in at this, it is unbelievable. Now, I'm looking at, who's on, just to see. Now, let's go to scriptures. Yeah, let's go to scriptures. Because I've always loved to go to scriptures. Me and Marilyn. Now, who is the biggest Obeah man in scriptures? Anybody want to comment? Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of who is the biggest and greatest Obeah man in the Bible. Let's go to Egypt. Because in Egypt, they deal with a lot of witchcraft and sorcery, black magic, and all of those things, as described in Romans 1. Now, when Moses sent Aaron to Pharaoh with his rod, to tell him, say, to let the people them go, he said, nah, let them go because X, Y, Z and rate. Okay, cool. So Aaron said, what him say, him goes, and Aaron threw down his rod and it turned into a snake. So Pharaoh and him wizard or whomever, did his little thing, and he presented one too, bop, right in front of Aaron. Yeah, oh, okay. Oh, you want to play again? Okay. So, what happened next? What happened next? What happened next is this. You see, my Father, the Almighty, you want to play a game? You want to play games and go toe to toe with him and say, yeah? But what did he do? He turned every one of them rod into snake. To show who is the bigger Obeah man, the Almighty. Did you all not get that concept of that story when you're reading it? So y'all are playing some very dangerous games when it comes to the creator, because as you notice, all of you guys that dibble dabble in this thing, the, as I as I have said, the Almighty is and will always be the biggest, and the number one is Obeah man round here, being gonna love it so much, right? Because he can clearly show you how he can counteract your act. As in Moses and Aaron and his staff, his rod. So when you're reading that, you have to, get the concept that the trickery and the wizardry and all of this thing, because when on a reading on the Bible, on a reading like fools, and you don't comprehend what you're reading, and you go against the Creator at all times. When he's clearly showing you through Aaron and his rod, right? He's showing us. He's showing us through Aaron and his rod, say, him is the only and biggest Obeah man around here. And that you need to know. Good? So when y'all are running down these people to deal with what you're not supposed to be dealing with, when the wrath of the Almighty take on you, I hope you can handle it. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. And don't kill the messenger, because y'all got it twisted. So my mother, again, is correct. Because as a grown, grey-toned black woman now, on social media, I'm looking to see, I can clearly say that my Jamaican people love, worship, indulge in Obeah, black magic, witchcraftery, whatever you want to call it. All in the name of who sometimes? The mockery of the Almighty. And though we read our Bible, and we swear up and down, you seem to not remember that our Father in Zion takes care of everything without no one's assistance. So when you see Aaron throw down your rod and it turned into a snake, and the others threw down their whatever and it turned into a snake. Okay, tit for tat, what next? Our Father in Zion showed them, said, all of Unurad are going to turn into snake. So who's greater than who? So you see where you all got it wrong and twisted. And that's why your lives are in turmoil. Because you're doing what you ought not to be doing. And you continue to do it. And you approve of those who practice what they're doing. Romans 1 as well. So, as the messenger, I need to get that across with the tomfoolery and the excuses and all of that. My mother said it when I was a little child, and I said that she don't know what she's talking about. She just likes to talk this nonsense all the time. And then when I grow older, on social media, that's exactly what I see. Jamaican black people who worship and love Obeah. 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 That's like one of the number one practices that they do in Jamaica. My mother was right. Now it's online. Now it's online. And people believe in it because they forget about Aaron and his rod. You know how you love your Bibles, guys, and you love God so much and Jesus and all of these things. You know how much you love these things. You people, you know, the blood of Jesus cover you. You know, you guys love this. Jesus God thing, man. Y'all love it. But you forgot about Aaron and his rod. Did you forget about Aaron and his rod? Y'all got a price to pay for this one, because you see, there's a reason why we read what we read, but we need to read with comprehension. They're messages. They're messages that tell you, no matter what they present to you, in your eyes, the Almighty is bigger than them. Because I can make one snake appear. The him over there can make one appear too, to say, well, I can do it too. But yet, my Father in Zion make the whole of them rod turn into snake. Everybody rod turn into snake. Everybody. The whole of them. So who's greater than who? When it comes to the Creator, when he has to show you who's greater. It's the same difference when it comes to this Obeah thing. He will show you who's greater. You see where all the destruction is now? Please don't kill the messenger, please. Because we know you guys are not going to like this. Oh, we know you're not going to like this. We know. You're not going to like this. Because it's true. How is it true? As a little girl, my mother said it. She's alive. She continues to say it. My Jamaican people love Obeah too much. And how old is my mother? She was born in the 40s, right? I get to hear it all the time. Even my sister. She wanted me to go to some palm reading hand. I said, listen here. Me not deal with them things there. Who I gonna read for who and for tell who what? Listen, man, please don't get me in a them things there. Me? Good. Say hi, Mare. I love Marilyn Monroe. I do. I actually do. She's beautiful. But she was sad too. She was very sad. Poor Marilyn. People only loved her because of the way she looked and who she was. That was it. Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, so I get to grow up now as an adult and I get to see it right on social media, the amount of people who cater to this thing, and you're going against God. And uno keep on a calm and good father in a uno name while y'all are doing this thing. So the Almighty is greater than man, always will be. That's not going to change to please none of uno. And y'all can push it to the side and say, oh, whatever, let she say what she want to say. But as you know, the messenger on his behalf, I have to, I have to say this so that ones can reflect on what I'm saying. And then you can have a visual of Aaron and his rod when that snake, that reptile situation came around. And then you get to see that no, your magic ain't nothing. Your magic that you're doing no mean nothing. Because the Almighty will show you his power over your magic. And that's what he did. Do you get the concept? Do you get the concept? And that's why there is no excuse. And that's why a lot of ones are going to be in damnation. Because there's no excuse, none. None. None whatsoever. So I just wanted to go over the POLITRICKS as we create content, because once we'll, okay, good. I'm glad I mentioned that. I posted the thing with my oils, I got a couple of views. I appreciate you guys watching the oily thing. But then if I post something else which is more appealing to you guys, you see how many views it gets? So as much as you try to be original with your content, and you try to present original thoughts of how you feel about something, people will be like, yeah, okay, that's how you feel. Which is good too. But I also have to build content, right? And I don't want to be like everybody else talking about the same thing over and over. If I'm going to give dialogue, then I want it to be more, focused on other things other than the usual things, right? I'd rather just post little tidbits of, videos and voice notes and so forth. But when it comes to me doing dialogue, you know, I like to be original. Anywho, thank you for joining me and Marilyn on I'm a Rasta for Life, the National Board of Comments. I'm just building content and trying to be original. Let me think of anything else I need to talk about before um no. Oh yeah, I'm gonna order some more bottles, but they're gonna be 8 ounce, 16 ounces each, including the jars. And then I'll just make a live, talking as I make the coconut nutmeg oil. So I'll just use this platform as well to, do that. So anyway, thank you for joining me, and I'll be back. And of course, remember to like if you feel like, and subscribe. And remember, when you're liking, it's not really that you're liking the topic. It's not. I don't think it is. I want someone to tell me. I think it's more if you like the channel. Anyway, have a good day. Today is Tuesday. I don't know what the date is. My calendar's gone. I think it's the 22nd of November or the 21st. One of them. Thank you for joining me, and if you want me to talk about something, if there's something that you want me to, discuss, you could just, type in the comment or whatever. Feel free, guys, because I like to do things like that. Anything that you believe that we can talk about on YouTube and you want me to, then I will. And again, thank you for watching me on I'm a Rasta for Life, the National Board of Comments.